裂してないどころか跳ね起きた。意外と頑丈。
Welcome back to Aoi Tori. You'd be in trouble if I wasn't! I yelled while rubbing my hand. Apparently the girl had jumped to her feet without noticing I was on the ground. I...
顔に靴跡ついてるよ。
And whose fault is that? I yell again while rubbing my face with my sleeve.
ごめんなさい。
Oh, I'm not all that mad, really. Her errant apology calms me down to a surprising extent. So anyway, Red Lady Love, who are you?
ああ、私？
No, the tree behind you.
私はメアリー。メアリー・ハーカーだよ。
Mary smiles, becoming the personification of cute as she does so. Her actions and speech are a lot more lively than her sweet outward appearance would lead you to believe. Mary-san, right?
さんはいらないよ。なんか怪談話のメリーさんみたいに聞こえるし。
Okay. Honestly, it feels weird using honorifics with foreigners, so I'll just do just that.
で、そういう君の名前はなんじゃらほい？
I'm Shiratori Ritsu.
リツくんか。心を律することができる子でありますように。かな。いい名前だね。
You know you're Japanese, huh?
ああ、私こんな見た目だけどほとんど日本生まれの日本育ちだから納豆も食べられるよ。
I see. We exchanged our names without issue, but now it's time. So you're not a devil. Does that make you an angel? That's the foremost question on my mind.
ああ、もっとちゃんと自己紹介しないとだね。
Mary takes a finger in one mind and each hand and pushes up her cheeks. Now's not the time for jokes. Oh, wait. She's showing me her teeth. I don't remember if there's like a specific name for it, but that one cute little tooth. They're those pearly whites with canines that sharpen into points. You're a vampire?
今さら吸血鬼くらいで驚いたりはしないでしょ。
At this point? Oh, you mean after the devil thing?
さっきから悪魔って何の話？
She looks at me blankly.
現代人なら今さら吸血鬼くらいで「うひゃーかわいい!」とか叫んだりしないでしょってこと。
That's a good point. If God, angels, and devils are real, then vampires might as well be too. It would seem she doesn't fall under the general demon category like devils do. So you're to blame for the blood. I'm getting a mix of Pokemon and Cave Story. Cave Story and Pokemon vibes from this music. And whose blood, by the way? I look forward to the unseasonably blooming tree. Unless you're like Marceline and you're sucking out any type of red. I'm pretty sure there was blood around the base of it.
ああ、うん。植物に私の血をあげるとね、いろいろと面白いことが起こるの。
She says shyly. I see. That explains one mystery. But where though? And why are you acting shy about it? Such a cherry blossoms outside, but your work too.
綺麗だったね。
Why did you do it?
園芸が趣味なの。
I wouldn't exactly say this is gardening, but a hobby's a hobby, I guess. Still, that explains another mystery. The devil said that something devilish had top of the hole in the barrier. Presumably by that they meant the vampire. It's all connected. But this has also revealed new mysteries. What's my role in this series of events? And who's behind it all? I don't have enough pieces to puzzle to figure that out yet. Well, I'm thinking to myself, Mary starts leaning in towards my chest. What are you doing? She starts sniffing, which only leaves me more confused.
リツくんから冬の夜の匂いがする。
Well, I was out on a walk a moment ago.
寒いのに元気だね。
Her smell is like the spring. She may be a vampire, but I don't sense anything untoward from her. In fact, if it weren't for the fangs and wings, I do not suspect her of being anything more than a normal girl. Maybe it's because she feels so genuine, but I feel a lot more at ease with her than I usually do with the girls. So getting back on topic, I pull myself together. Why is a vampire such as yourself come all the way here? Looking to feast on the blood of the girls here?
ん？
Because if you are, it's my job as a priest to stop you.
やっぱりリツくんは神父様なんだね。この家、礼拝堂があるし、服装もそれっぽいからそうだろうとは思ってたけど。
I decided not to react to that. In truth, there is no link between the church and vampires. The Bible and teachings of the church mention devils, demons, and how to exorcise them. But there's no mention of vampires or how to kill them. That would explain how Mary managed to pass through a barrier that keeps demons out. Battles between priests and vampires play out in tons of movies and games which likely contributes to that misunderstanding. Admittedly, I'm guilty of enjoying this myself.
ああ、血はね、輸血パックで飲んでるから心配しないで。
Hospital bags? Mary scratches her head.
吸血鬼なんて言っても、私は吸血鬼見習いで人間とほとんど変わらないから。お日様がダメで、狼とかコウモリには変身できなくて、怪我はすぐ治って病気にもならないけど、別に力は強くなくて。ダメダメな吸血鬼ちゃんなのです。えへん。
She says in an adorable, jokey way while she twirls privately.
そもそも私が女の子たちに悪いことをしに来たなら自分から吸血鬼だなんて自己紹介はしないでしょ。
That's a fair point. I did realize that too. There was nothing really for her to gain by exposing herself, other than potentially gaining my trust by telling me the truth.
私の事情をいろいろと説明してもいいんだけど。
Mary takes a look around.
この辺りって全部今は全寮制の学園になってるんだよね。
It is? No, it is. Before I can ask what she means by that, Mary cocks her head and looks at me through upturned eyes.
じゃあ交換条件。私のことをもっとリツくんに教える代わりにこの学園を案内してくれないかな。女の子たちの血を吸う気はないけどしばらくここで暮らしたいの。それが私の目的。
Okay then. I finally understand. The isolated mountain academy would be a good place for a vampire to live a peaceful life away from any prying eyes. There are loads of dorm rooms going unused, a like a demon for her? Basically, the reason she exposed herself was so that she do have someone to help her live here. So are you a transfer student then? There's a certain romanticism in the idea of someone inhuman slipping into the role of a student? However, Mary shakes her head.
昼間は寝てるしかないから普通の学生はできないね。
That's no excuse to skip class. Huh? You're that bad with sunlight?
苦手というか死んじゃう。
She throws it out like a joke, but I imagine it's the truth. I'm starting to feel sorry for vampires, being unable to bathe in sunlight as they are. We can't go into the school building this late, but I'm fine with showing you around otherwise.
やったー、ありがとう。あ、お外行くならコートとマフラー取ってくるね。先に外で待ってて。
Mary flits off. She knows her way around. In fact, she's practically acting as if this is her house. Strange, but whatever. I head outside for the second time in an hour. Having nothing better to do while I wait for Mary, I check the time on my phone. 11 p.m., huh? Normally, I'd be fast asleep by now. I go to bed at 10 and wake up at 6.
お待た
Haven't taken no time at all. Mary steps out of the house behind me. Not at all. That's a nice coat. Yeah.
せ。ありがとう。お気に入りなんだ。
Mary grins widely. It does have compliments her even more. She then looks down at my hands.
あ、携帯。
I wasn't calling anyone in case you're worried. Just checking the time.
そんな心配はしてないよ。それより電話と LINE のアドレス交換しよう。
Oh, sure.
やったね。
I just asked some details with her. The act itself is nothing strange, but it does feel weird to be so normal with a girl.
よし、これで私たちは友達だね。
Yay. I think you're getting ahead of yourself. I'm fine with it. I find myself being a downer, but Mary's smile doesn't even waver.
いやいや、初対面の人でも親しい友達だと思えば優しくなれてもっと仲良くなれるよ。
Huh? I see. That's a nice way of thinking.
それにしても寒いね。いい天気だけど。
Trembling, Mary turns her smile to face the sky. It's like someone looking up at the clear blue sky first thing in the morning. And I suppose it's technically it's morning for her right now. Are you going to tell me about yourself after I'm done showing you around?
それじゃあ不公平だし、案内してもらいながらおしゃべりする感じでいいんじゃないかな。
Mary says happily.
どうせだし、リツくんのことも教えてよ。
Yeah, we'll see. I'm obviously not going to tell her about the countless number of girls I've slept with. Let's go. Once again, I make my way to the school building. This is the main school building for the academy.
豪華だね。
Mary must not have seen it before getting back to my house, as she seems rather taken aback by it. I don't know how many students there are in total, but each year has 3 classes, so I imagine it's about 300.
この校舎ってここが学園になる前はなかった建物だよね。
You're right. Until 100 years ago, this area was a foreign settlement. All the buildings from back then are now used as dorms. which makes the school building the newest one. It was built to match the design of all the existing buildings around it. It still has more than 30 years of history itself, but the insides have been thoroughly modernized to include air conditioning and the like. There's a pool that's heated so you can swim in it even during the winter.
へえ、今度忍び込んでみようかな。
Just don't get caught by the teachers and nuns on patrol at night.
見つかるなって、そもそも忍び込むのがダメだよって叱らないんだ。
Of course not. I want to have an accidental situation over here. Gosh. It's more about summertime, but a lot of the girls boarding here like to dare each other to sneak out.
ああ、夜の娯楽とかない場所だから。
Right. It's practically the tradition for anyone who goes here to get caught sneaking out and get told off.
女の子にも好奇心や冒険心はあるもんね。
Mary, who evidently fits into that category herself, smiles. I actually have the authority to go on a patrol myself, but I'll turn a blind eye here. I guess I'll start by giving you an outline of the academy. This is Kirihara Academy for Girls, using the characters for Fog and Field. It's named after a town of the same name at the foot of the mountain.
名前の由来は北にある湖から冬の早朝に霧が山間の盆地に流れてきて一面霧の原っぱみたいになることがあるからだね。
The words flow smoothly out of her mouth. I blink in surprise. You know your stuff.
話を取っちゃってごめんね。学園のことは知らないんだけどこの辺りの歴史は知ってるの。
Better than me, it seems. Mary's smile wavered slightly as I shrugged my shoulders.
私のお話の一つ目。これが一番びっくりされそうだけど。リツくんは私がどうしてここにやってきたのかって言ってたけど、私は帰ってきただけなんだよ。
What does that mean?
私はもともとここに住んでたの。
You're a graduate? Wait. She didn't know about the school building, so that can't be it. No. Well, I mean, she's a vampire. She lived for hundreds of years, not more than. So she wasn't a student, so she doesn't know about the academy. The only other people to live here were... Oh. I found it really surprising because she assumed I would. Vampires are said to be immortal, unaging, and as I do explained myself, this used to be a foreign settlement.
そう。私は約100年前の当時、ここに住んでいたの。
So you're 100 years old? Damn, you old.
正確には裏若き99歳。
Beautiful.
それ以上言ったら噛むよ。
Oh, no, yeah, sure. It's 99. So young, yes. Damn, this guy was so old. I had exactly immediately at the first sign of dread I felt from this vampire.
なんてね、別に年齢のことも気にしてないよ。体が成長しないせいかもしれないけど、自分の中身もあの頃から変わったとは思えないんだよね。
The girl stares at her hands.
私の時間は100年前に止まっちゃったの。
That measuring was to herself, I imagine. Eternal youth. A flower that never wilts. She has something that most women long for, yet she seems lonely for the fact.
まあ、 せめてもう少しお胸と背が伸びてから吸血鬼になれればよかった。
I take my sympathy back.
だって体の成長に関してだけは私には夢も希望もないんだもん。
Mary cries through teary eyes. Honestly, I know by now that the best way to deal with girls when they're like this is either just nod along or quickly change the subject. 100 years ago was in the Meiji era, wasn't it?
100年前なら大正時代だけど、私が人間してた頃はちょうど明治と大正の間あたりかな。ちょうど第一次世界大戦が始まった頃で、第二次大戦と違って日本とイギリスも仲良しだったんだよね。
She speaks like she's reciting knowledge from a history textbook. Those among us who live exceptionally long lives exceptionally long may reach the age of 99, but this girl is a living witness to history itself. It's kind of hard for me to even imagine what Japan was like back then.
それは簡単に言うと、
Yeah?
流浪人な世界。
Ah, I can get a broad idea.
口で説明されるより、そのあたりの時代を舞台にした映画とかを見た方がわかりやすいよ、きっと。
Yeah. Now that I've got an idea of her background, I switch to a more personal question. Are your parents English, Mary?
お母さんはイギリス人、お父さんが日本人。
Ah, so you're half.
そうそう。お父さんがイギリス旅行してる時にお母さんと出会ってすごいラブロマンスがあったんだって。
Yeah, I do love to hear more.
正直だね。
Mary, seemingly agreeing with me, is delighted.
でも残念ながら私も細かくは教えてもらえなかったんだよね。
That's a real shame.
まあそんな2人がやることやって受精してメアリーちゃんが生まれたのです。
That's not exactly... Never mind. I not exactly want to lecture others on sexual morals. Now then, if we keep making noise here, we're bound to be discovered by someone on patrol sooner or later. Since we can't go inside, let's move on to the next place.
どっち？
That way?
はーい。
Mary flits off in this direction I point, barely able to contain her excitement. Not only that, but she spots a pile of snow alongside the path and bends over to make a snowball. She's like a kid. I smile at the fact that she's actually almost 100 years old. I imagine Mary is always like this. I can tell, even though I've only just met her. But I can also tell her happiness is taking control of her. She's come back to her hometown. This is her first time back in, if not a whole 100 years, presumably at least several decades. I wouldn't say this to Mary, not with how much she's likely suffered over the years, but I am jealous she even has a hometown. She has what I've always wished for. She has a hometown, memories of her parents filled with love, and above all, she knows exactly who she is. No matter how hard things get for her, she has those memories to support her. I have not a dad. Even my name, Aoi Ritsu, is a false name given to me after I was abandoned. No, I will say I quite like it. I was gonna say what my jealousy turning into the great sin of envy, I can use it to keep me moving towards my goals. Being none allows me the freedom to want to be someone.
リツくん
Hi. Maddie calls over to me where I'm standing still. I imagine the background she's standing behind. I raise a hand in response and walk over to her. And the small snowman built by her feet. We head west from the school building. We now reach a cluster of well-maintained buildings. Year after year, new students are shocked by how much this feels like a small European town. This is where all the student dorms are located. There are shops and internet cafes here, so it's the busiest place on campus. The girls here call it mall.
へえ、なるほど。こうなったんだ。すごいな。全然変わっちゃったな。
There's admiration in Mary's voice as she mentally overlays the site with her memories of the past. She stares at her feet, kicking gently the stone paving below. What's up?
建物はだいたい記憶と同じなんだけど、昔はそれ以外は土と草だらけだったのになーって。
Even now, to only properly maintain the only properly maintained area from here. What? Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. The only properly maintained area from here to the main school building. I'm a little bit tired. It's all woodland and vacant houses near where I live. There's also the railway.
これ、私がここに住んでた頃に麓まで電車を通そうって言ってたけど、どうなってるの？
They abandoned construction halfway through, but they never dismantled what was built. The railway travels from here to the academy's entrance, then continues further into the mountain forest. Apparently, this place is so out of the way it wouldn't have been worth paying someone to remove it all. The students think it adds to the atmosphere of the place, so they're more than happy to leave it be.
そうだね。電車の来ない線路ってかっこいい。
I think I remember hearing rumors about ghostly trains and snowy nights.
ほうほう、七不思議とかいいね。青春っぽい。
I know at least 20 rumors claiming to be one of those 7. Mind you, I say with a smile, I've been here for far longer than any student, who at most stay for 3 years. I've seen more than my fair share of rumors go in and out of passion.
で、学園なのに売店とか喫茶店まであるんだね。
Nettie looks over her surroundings once more, that would explain why it's so gigantic, honestly. None of them are open at night, though. They shut at 9 at the latest. You can buy stationery, snacks, sanitary products, and basically anything else you could need. Apparently, it's like having convenience stores on campus. Not that I've ever been at a convenience store myself.
整理。いや、いいけど。
Maddie gets embarrassed. Is there anything to get embarrassed about in what I said? I don't know, she's just probably weird.
それより、学園の中でお菓子まで売ってるんだね。
Yeah, a lot of the girls have a sweet tooth, so they sell cupcakes at the lake, too. Most of them don't keep for very long, so you can often get them at a discount in the evening.
それが今日一番いい情報だった。
Mary sounds delighted.
でもミッション系の全寮制なんて言うからもっと校則に厳しいイメージがあったんだけど、これが今時なのかな。
I laugh. Nowadays, you don't even have to be religious to come here. They even got rid of the saying a prayer before mealtimes a while back.
Amen.
Hallelujah, motherfucker. Oh yeah, one more thing. If you order anything online or through the mail, you can pick it up from that building. Wait. My attention snaps back to Mary. Did a vampire just say a prayer in front of me?
私、教会も十字架も平気だよ。
Huh, that's a surprise. I already knew vampires had no connection to Christianity, but I guess pop culture had gotten a deeper hold on me than I thought.
自分でもそう思う。その代わり、神社とお寺がダメなんだよね。
How Japanese. Given my newfound knowledge of vampires and devils, maybe I should brush up on Shinto and Buddhist exorcism methods. Not for my own protection, but for others.
じゃあ次
Hey,
は
she's
ど
a
こに
nice
行こう
girl.
か。
We don't need to get rid of her. Since we can't go into any buildings, there's only really the park near here or the lake to the north to go and see. Might seem like a small town, but this is an academy, not a tourist destination.
あれだね。大自然が売りですって観光地なんだけど、本当に自然しかないから5分も見てれば満足しちゃうやつ。
Is it?
それなら寒いから今日は帰ろうか。
Mary is visibly trembling. Are you not good with the cold?
すっごく苦手。正直春まで冬眠したい。
I am a complete opposite. I wish I could hibernate throughout the whole summer. It's practically the summer is the heat in general is one huge kryptonite that fucked me over the years. It's gotta get a lot colder than this, you know. The students here won't start dressing up in coats and scarves like Mary has for a while yet. They know how cold this is going to get, and so they put off the bulky warm clothes for as long as possible.
はあ、私なんで冬に戻ってきちゃったんだろう。南にいればよかった。
Mary grumbles to herself. I can put some tea on when we get back.
賛成。お茶菓子は私がどうして吸血鬼になったのかと今まで何をしていたかのお話だね。
Cool. You know what? I'm gonna end the episode here. I honestly haven't slept well and a little bit too exhausted to continue on. But I'll see you in another episode real soon. Subscribe, leave a like, smash the like button, sit on the like button, make the like button sit on you. Hopefully that make it glow like crazy. And take care.